Hello everyone, this hour on Verbling, the next in my speaking skills series. I'm John Eric, your Verbling teacher for this hour, and I'm going to do a little introduction before we get started with today's class. I'm an American teacher from New York, hanging out today from Lisbon, Portugal to bring you this class, and Verbling teacher. I'm going to get my name on screen. And I've been teaching English for over 15 years, but the last 4 years here on Verbling, where I've taught over 1,000 classes. Over the last 15 years, I've taught general English to teens and to adults, business English to companies like BP, Deloitte, Prada, the Boston Consulting Group, BCG, and other multinationals. I've taught academic and exam English at high schools and universities like the IELTS and TOEFL, CPE, CAE, FCE, all those exam classes. So follow me on Verbling to see my upcoming classes and book a trial lesson with me so that I can give you a personalized class based on your particular needs. And I'll give you the link to that right now in the chat window while we're waiting for people to come in. And let's see, John Eric, Verbling teacher, and there is my link if you want to follow me to see all my upcoming classes or book a class with me. Alright, so let's talk about what we're going to do today. I'm going to share my screen with you and say hello to new people at the same time. So let's get the presentation on screen first, everyone. Hang on just a second. And almost there. Hold on. There we go. So let me. Oh, you can't see that yet. My apologies. And oh, hold on. Should like my computer is not cooperating, everyone. It's still loading. Let me try again. There we go. Now you can see it. How to talk about health and illness. And today we're going to review some basics as we talk about health and illness and try to go beyond the basics and give you lots of new vocabulary words. I think I counted about 30 new words today that we're going to try to cover. Okay, so let's say hello to some familiar faces and to some new ones. Welcome back, Mr. Vincenzo. Nice to see you today, first of all. How are you?
I'm fine, teacher. Good morning.
Hello, Vincenzo, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Okay, very good.
Yes,
nice
good
to
morning.
see you today. Good morning.
Nice to see you too, teacher.
Okay, welcome back, our esteemed regulars, Ms. Ksenia. Hello, Mr. Cornell. Hello there. Mr. Jose, nice to see you too. Hello.
Hello, John.
And what would morning be like without Mr. Shinue? I couldn't even imagine it. I couldn't even imagine it. Welcome to class, Shinue.
Hi, teacher. Can you give us the link of this lesson?
I think I can. Give me a second.
Thank you.
Hold on. I was still preparing this morning, so I didn't get the link material in time. But there it is in the inside chat. And let me put it in the Verbling chat as well for all of you. And it's going to say class material. There you go. Can you see that
Let
link?
me download the document.
Go for it. And let's say hello to Yulia as well. Nice to see you again today, Yulia.
Nice to see you again. Hi, everyone. Hello, teacher.
Yulia from Ukraine, right?
Yes. Yes,
I
right.
remember. And Mr. Danny, you're a new face. Hi, Danny.
Hi, how are you?
Very good. Where are you from, Danny?
I'm from Israel.
From Israel. Nice to see you. Shalom.
Shalom.
So let's talk about health and illness. I've got different things for us to do. We're going to try to divide the class into 4 parts. We're going to learn some words. We're going to try to apply what we learn in a few exercises. And then we're going to do a speaking activity where you have to use what you've applied. And at the very end of class, if we don't run out of time, we're going to reflect and make sure it's clear what we learned and why we use those particular words and not others. Okay? That's the plan. So let's do a little bit of learning. Tell me something, class. There's Jack. He looks a little bit like Bruce Lee, doesn't he? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I want you to tell me, what do you think's wrong with Jack? So take a look on the left. What do you think, Mr. Vincenzo? You're the first one I saw. What's wrong with Jack on the left?
He's blowing his nose, I think.
Okay. He's blowing his nose?
Yeah.
And what's he doing if he's blowing it? Why is he blowing his nose? You're right. Why is he blowing his nose? Because he's... What's that action? He's...
Sneezing.
Sniffles.
He's sneezing. He's... Now look, we've got the got a. So if you're going to say sniffles, you can say he's got the sniffles. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting all this vocabulary in the chat window, so you should see it in the Verbling chat. If you can't, just let me know. Okay, very good. He's sneezing. Maybe he's got the sniffles. Ksenia, what about the second from the left?
I think coughing.
Mm-hmm. He's coughing. Coughing.
Coughing.
Take a look at this word I just wrote. Look at these 2 words that I'm writing. And I want you to say these words and notice the pronunciation. See those 3 words I just wrote?
Yes.
Say those for me, please.
Cough, buff, rough.
I got you. I got you.
Bored. I
Almost.
don't know.
Almost. Can anyone say those 3 words? They sound completely different. Not completely different, but they sound a bit different.
Cold, bored, rough.
Well, the first one is cough, of course. What's the second one? Class? Does everyone see in the chat window? By the way, Danny, if you're new, do you know how to open the chat on the right side of the screen?
Yes, you use the regular chat or Verbling?
I'm using the Verbling chat right now. Can you see what I wrote?
Yes.
How do you say those 3 words? Say those for me.
Cow, bow, bow,
The first is cough.
cough,
The second is bow.
okay,
Bow.
bow,
And the last is, make a guess. Rough.
rough.
Rough. After a long night without sleep, you can say, I feel a bit rough. I feel a bit rough. I don't feel good because I'm coughing, so I feel a bit rough. I say that because that's one of the most difficult words. That spelling is one of the most difficult spellings in English because it can be pronounced in so many ways. And of course, you got words that look similar, like bought. You got bow, which is different. Bought. This one, though. Okay. So since we have cough, it's good to see the other ones that have a similar spelling. All right. And let's see. Mr. Cornell, what do you think about the second from the right? What's his problem there? What's wrong with Jack? Jack's got a lot of problems, you know.
He has a sore throat.
He has a sore throat. That's right. Now, if he has a sore throat, whoops, can't write the word throat. He's got a sore throat. What's he going to say to his mother? How does he feel? How do you express that you have a sore throat? What do you say to your mother, to your doctor? My throat, what? Oh no!
Could you please repeat it?
How do you express that to someone? What's Jack going to say to his mother when she says, "Why aren't you going to school?" He's going to say, "I have a sore throat," or he's going to say, "My throat."
Jack is not able to go to school because of his sore throat, and he has to go to the doctor.
That's true, but what's he actually going to say? What's the verb? My throat, what? Finish that sentence. Help him out, class. What's the missing verb? Say again?
Aching.
My throat, good. Yeah, you could say that. You could say aches. But
Hurts.
probably,
Hurts.
exactly. Yeah, that's the best one. My throat hurts. Since you mentioned aches, Ksenia, what would you describe aching? My what? Aches.
Stomach.
Oh, I thought you were going to say my heart.
Oh no.
My heart aches. My heart aches. My stomach. Well, I would say probably my head aches. I have a headache, or my head aches. My stomach hurts. I would say my stomach hurts, but my head aches. So it's weird, but with different parts of the body, we use different verbs. Okay, so we've got to hurt, which is good, and we've got to ache. Any other verbs come to mind besides hurt and ache, class? Let's do a little bit of brainstorming here. Any other verbs come to mind?
In pain.
That's not a verb, though.
No.
You could say, for example, we said sore throat, so you could use it maybe as an adjective. You could say something is sore. Another way to use sore, I have a sore throat, or my throat is sore.
It's no good, teacher.
Or it's no good. Okay. And Yulia, what about Jack on the, I think we already said this. What about Jack on the far right side? What's he doing?
He got a snot.
He got a snot. He's let's say it like this. He's congested. He's congested.
I can say it like he's snotting. No?
Nope.
No. He got a snot. Yes, just only.
You can't say he's got snot because that's like slang. It doesn't sound quite right. But you can say he's got a cold, of course. Got a cold. Or he's congested. If you're congested, your nose is full. He's congested. Okay?
Okay, thanks.
So everyone, take a look at this vocabulary. Start to get it into your head. Memorize. Memorize. And Shinue, what's that thing on the top of the screen? What's that thing on the top next to our learning clock? What is that?
It's a tool which
It
is
is a
called thermometer.
Right. Thermometer.
Thermometer.
And why do you think I've got a picture of a thermometer on the screen? How does that relate to Jack's health?
The thermometer can measure the temperature of Jack.
That's right. Measure Jack's temperature. Temperature. And the pronunciation, everyone, is a little tricky. It's not temperature, it's temperature. Temperature. Say that for me, Danny. Danny, temperature.
Temperature.
I have a temperature.
I have temperature.
I have a temperature.
I have a temperature.
Right. If you have a temperature, Danny, how high will the mercury go on the thermometer if you have a temperature?
40?
In Celsius, you mean?
Yes.
Ah, okay, okay.
40 is too high.
What's the normal temperature in Celsius for the body? 30, 36? 37? Ah.
Yes.
36 and 6.
36.6?
37.5.
Oh, wait a second. 36 is insane. Everyone,
37.5.
that's because Hungarians are hotter than the rest of us, Cornell. So, Ksenia, you're 36 and Cornell's 37. Is that right?
Not right. 37.5.
Russians are colder, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Jose, what's another way to say I have a temperature? What's another way to say I have a temperature? What do you think? Do you know another expression that means the same?
Yes, I am hot.
Feeling hot.
I feel hot.
I'm feeling hot. I'm feeling hot. Exactly. I'm feeling hot. And we've got another one because we have got a. So we can say, what do you think? Let's go back to Vincenzo. If I'm feeling hot, I've got a what? Mr. Vincenzo.
I got the flu. No. No.
Not a flu. Not a flu. Almost.
I got. I don't know.
Remember that song from the 60s? Chicks were born to give you something. Be it Fahrenheit or centigrade. You give me fever. Come on, you know that song? Fever when you hold me. Fever when you squeeze me tight. You've got a fever, Vincenzo. You've got a fever.
A fever. Yes.
All right. So that's what's wrong with Jack. But we're not done learning yet. I want to know how we ask about someone's health. Okay? So, Yulia, you've got a few keywords on the screen, right? Not keywords, I'm sorry. You've got three categories. What's the matter? How do you know? In other words, the symptoms. And the cause. I want you to ask a question in category 1, and we're going to call on someone to talk about category 2. Let's do an example. If I say, what's the matter? I've got a cold. That would go in category 1. I've got a cold. How do you know if you've got a cold? What are your symptoms?
What the matter with somebody? Yes, you mean?
Well,
or what do you mean? I can understand.
On the top left, it says, what's the matter? So I'm going to tell you. If I say, I've got a cold, that's what's the matter. How do you know, or how do I know if I've got a cold? I want you to tell me one symptom of a cold.
Oh.
Some of the things we've already mentioned.
She doesn't know the word symptom.
Ah, is that right? Symptom is a change in the body. Anyway, you need to teach this class. I need to go back to sleep.
And I have been a teacher for 11 years.
So I'm going to ask you to take over, Shinue. Please take over for me. You're absolutely right. I
Let's
forgot.
look at the second picture.
I need
Does
a break.
anybody can describe the symptom of this?
So, Yulia, that's a symptom. Sneezing is a symptom. Sneezing
Of course,
is a symptom.
of course. I didn't understand what I need to do. I need to ask you, for example, the symptoms of your illness or what?
I'm going to tell you what's the matter. You tell me how we know. And then we're going to talk about the cause. So it's going to be 3 parts. So, part 1, what's the matter? I say, I've got a cold.
Yes.
So how do we know if I've got a cold? What's my symptom?
It's your symptoms are sneezing, a high temperature, sore throat, and congested.
Congestion.
Congestion, yes, congestion.
Feeling congested.
I have a snot, John.
We can't say it like that. Snot is one of those funny words that it's kind of almost slang. But I'm feeling congested, or I am congested. High fever, as she said, or high temperature.
High temperature, yes.
Fever, sneezing. Okay, good. So, what's the cause of a cold? Last part 3. What's the cause of a cold? What causes it?
Some infection.
An infection? Yeah, well, what do you mean? What do you mean? Specifically, because I'm saying if I cut my hand, it can get infected. I don't get a cold from cutting my hand. So what's the cause of the common cold, everyone? Class?
Bacterium.
No, not for the common
Nasty
cold. Say again?
Nasty weather.
Get wet. Get wet.
Wait a second. None of us agree on what causes a cold.
Or something virus.
It's a virus. It's the H2N3 virus, actually, something like that. So, it's a virus.
Get wet.
If you say so, I think it's a virus.
Influenza.
Influenza is a more technical name for virus.
Okay.
Right? Influenza. When we talk about the kinds of viruses that exist, we can talk about the influenza virus as one. So that's not everyday language. Not everyone uses that word, but everyone does use the word virus. Virus.
Okay.
Okay. So that's how this part's going to work. 3 parts. You're going to say what's the matter. The next person is going to say the symptoms, how we know that that's the case. And the third person is going to try to figure out what causes it. Okay? So I said, I've got a cold. Yulia.
Yes.
Tell me, what's the matter with you? So I've got a cold. What do you have? Can you think of another type of illness?
I should tell you the type of illness, the new type of illness.
Yes, we're going to brainstorm for illnesses. So I said a cold. What's the matter? I've got a cold. What else can I have besides a cold? Can you think of something else?
It can be pneumonia.
Ooh, my God.
Yes.
That's serious.
Yes, it's serious, but it could be.
It could be. Okay.
It's the same. Oh my God, I forgot this word.
What is it? What's the idea?
I'm sorry, I missed it. I really forgot this word.
Okay, well, think about it, or give us an example, and we'll help you figure it out. So, while you're thinking, Shinue, how do you know you've got pneumonia? Part 2. How do you know?
I know this from your symptom.
Which are? Do you know?
I don't know this professional term.
Yeah, I don't know either. Anyone? Is anyone here a doctor? Danny, are you a doctor?
Not yet.
Not yet. Are you going to be?
No.
Just say yes. Ksenia,
Teacher, I can answer your question.
oh, excellent.
I know this from your symptom.
Mhm.
You are always coughing all night.
Ah,
Mm.
always
You,
coughing. Good.
you often coughs a lot, so that your wife doesn't sleep very well.
So you're always coughing and you can't sleep well. Is that right?
Mm.
Did I get that right? Like this?
You're coughing a lot, so that your wife cannot bear it.
Oh, your wife. I got it. You know you have pneumonia when your wife gets angry at you because she can't sleep. Got it. Excellent. Miss Vincenzo, my God, what causes pneumonia? We're not doctors. You gave us a tough one, Yulia. What causes pneumonia?
Pneumonia could be that you get wet, teacher. Get wet, and yes, could be the cause. Yes, you took a lot of water in your clothes, and now you have cough, and yes, this is the cause of pneumonia.
Viral disease.
Viral disease? Well, I was going to say you have an infection. Probably you have an infection.
Yes, or we wore thin jacket and it was so windy, so we got pneumonia.
So pneumonia is a pretty serious infection, a lung infection. Okay?
The main cause is the streptococcus bacteria, I think.
Streptococcus. Is that right?
Yes.
Excellent. Streptococcus is excellent. Okay. Let's try this. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Can I ask you some question? What about pant? If how I can tell that I have a pant or what?
Tell that you have
pant breathing or pant breathing. Hard to breathe.
Difficulty breathing.
Difficulty breathing. Yes.
Is that what you mean? Difficulty breathing?
Yes, yes. When pneumonia, you have difficulty breathing.
Okay.
To breathe in a full
Yeah. It's hard to breathe. You can say it like that, of course. And we have another one. We have labored breathing. Labored breathing. It's another expression. It's more like a medical expression. Labored breathing means you have to work hard to breathe. You've got to put effort. Well, it seems like the patient has labored breathing and streptococcus. Let's shoot him and put him out of his misery. I don't know. Ksenia, back to part one. What's the matter? Give us an easy one. Not pneumonia. That was hard. Give us an easy one. I can have a cold. I can have the flu. What else can I have? It's springtime. It's springtime. What does everyone get in the springtime?
Oh my God. Allergies.
Exactly. So what's the matter? What's the matter?
I have an allergy.
Exactly. Allergies. Or we've got another name for it, and it's 2 words, and the second word is fever. What kind of fever? It's an expression. Allergies or... Does anyone know? Almost. Not flour. Something that horses eat. What do horses like to munch on? Who's got a horse? Raise your hand. Cornell, do you have a horse?
Hay, maybe.
Hay fever. Very good. So what's the matter? Hay fever. Cornell, how do you know if you have hay fever? What are the symptoms? How do you know if you have hay fever?
I don't know.
Uh-oh. Let's find out. How do you know if you have allergies? Do you have allergies, Cornell? Do you have allergies?
No, I haven't.
You're very lucky.
Yeah.
I can help your student.
Say again, please.
The symptom is that his skin is red.
Skin is red. That could be. We say also, Shinwei, we say it's irritated. Skin is red or irritated. That could be one symptom of an allergy. Very good.
Teacher, can I type this word?
There you go. Can you see it?
Irritated.
Exactly.
Thank you.
So, irritated actually means what's the word? I'm losing the word. I just blanked. Oh, I can't believe it. Inflammation. Inflamed. It's inflammation. Or it is inflamed. Technically, that's what we call it. So, but yes, your skin can be red, irritated. Mr. Jose, is there another symptom for allergies? How do you know you have allergies? Your skin could be red? What else can happen?
I am all the time sneezing.
That's right. Sneezing is another symptom.
Yes.
Mr. Danny, do you have allergies?
Of course.
You do. You're like me. What are your symptoms?
Especially in my skin, but what else?
What about your nose? What happens to your nose if you have allergies?
I'm sneezing.
And?
And that's it.
That's it?
Yes. For me, especially in my skin, not something else.
Your skin gets red?
Yes. And I'll say it. Yes, red.
Let's talk about skin for a second. So I'm going to put skin. It can be red. It can be irritated. It can be excessively dry.
Yes.
Anything else, class, for skin? If you have allergies, red, irritated, dry.
Poke.
Say again. Ksenia?
Chicken poke. I think a little pokes on the skin.
Ooh, I hope not. Pockmarked. I hope not. That's pretty serious. Pockmarked. I think what you mean, Ksenia, is you could have hives. Look in the chat window. Hives. Hive.
Or eczema.
Eczema. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Eczema. Eczema is when your skin is cracked. And I know all about eczema because I get it all the time. Let's see. Can you see this little mark here?
Yeah.
Can't get my...
John Eric.
I can't get it on screen, but there it is.
Eczema is an infection.
Yeah, I guess it's a kind of infection of the skin, but it comes from like your immune system being, weakened by allergies.
Yeah,
it's an environmental allergy.
Eczema is not allergy. It is infection.
Well, in my case, it's an autoimmune problem because I have asthma, and for some reason, people who have asthma, right? Usually, people who have asthma have problems with also allergies, and in particular, they have eczema on their hands, usually it's here, and on your feet or above your feet. I get it all the time. And then in the spring, it goes away. It's usually in the winter. So that is a little bit about what can happen with skin. But we got one more we skipped, which is if you have allergies, let's talk about the nose for a second. So skin, red, irritated, dry, crack, hives. Hives are those little bumps, and they appear for just a few minutes, and then they go away. If you eat something you shouldn't. What about your nose? You can sneeze, but what's actually happening with your nose when you have allergies? What happens when you've got lots of liquid in your nose? What do we say? Your nose is what?
Wet.
Your nose is wet. No, that's your dog, Danny. Your dog has a wet nose.
My nose is running.
Running, very good. Your nose is
Running.
or runny. You can say both. You've got a runny nose, or your nose is dripping. That's another thing. And what else do we want to say here? And you've got maybe sore. What about eyes, too? What happens to your eyes?
The red.
Exactly. So same thing. Irritated, red, sore.
And itchy.
And itchy. Yeah, good one. I forgot itchy. All right. In a second here. Let's change the slide. Okay. One last thing.
Bronchitis.
Bronchitis.
Diarrhea.
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 Diarrhea is the most difficult word in the English language to spell.
Yeah.
Spelled differently in British and American English. Here it is in British English. I'll write it for you. Hold on a second. It's spelled in a more complicated way. Hold on a second. D-I-A-R-R-H-O-E-A.
Yeah, okay.
H-O-E-A. Like, hold on a second. I'm going to try to give you both spellings. The second one is, I think, U.S. English. The first one is British English. Diarrhea. That's fun to have. That's always nice. What are the main symptoms for these? So we've already covered some of these. We did flu and cold. Actually, no, we've done this. Sorry. Let me move on. I'm sorry. Look at the underlined letters in the pairs of words. Let's talk a little bit about pronunciation. So, are they the same or different? So the example is ache and pain. Are they spelled the same, Julia? Ache and pain? Are they spelled the same? When I say spell means how you write. Are they spelled the same?
No.
Do they sound the same?
Ache, no.
Say ache, pain. Ache, pain.
No, ache, pain.
They don't sound the same?
Pain.
Hey, they sound the same. So the vowel sound.
It's a diphthong, yes?
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
The vowel is the same. Ache, pain.
Yes. Ache.
Then we've got the next two. Mr. Shinue, can you read the next two in the example? The ones that are different.
Number 4, virus, illness. Number 5, flu, muscle.
Where are you? Hold on a second. Wait. Go to the example.
Oh.
Could you read that pair? Could you read that pair?
Example.
Mm-hmm.
Example. I don't know this word.
So the first pair is ache, pain.
Ache, pain.
And the second pair?
With different.
And can you say the second two, the different ones?
Uh,
Try.
Constipated.
Very good. It's a little bit different. Constipated.
Constipated.
The second word?
Stomach.
Good. So these vowel sounds are different. The vowel is the letter O, but in the first word it's ah. Constipated. Constipated. Repeat that for me. Constipated.
Constipated.
Good. And the second word is stomach. So we stomach.
Stomach.
Excellent. So there's the problem with English. You write it one way and you say it another. That's the common problem. Okay? So, Mr. Danny, I want you to read the pair in number 1 and tell me if they're the same or different. You gotta turn on your microphone, Danny.
Yes, and you can repeat what you asked.
I want you to read the pair of words in number 1 and tell me if they're the same or different, if the pronunciation is the same or different. Do you see number 1 on the right side?
Yes, disease and what is the
Oh, you were sleeping 30 seconds ago. You were sleeping. Diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
Okay, is the vowel sound of I the same or different?
No, it's different.
It's different. Disease, diarrhea. Repeat.
Disease, diarrhea.
Right. It looks like diarrhea, but it's not. It's diarrhea. Disease, diarrhea. By the way, we said the word constipated earlier. Constipated is a false friend in many languages. For example, in Portuguese, constipado, constipated, means that you have to blow your nose. Your nose is full. In English, it's not your nose that's full. Constipated means you can't use the bathroom. You can't use the toilet. You're constipated. Diarrhea is the opposite. You can't leave the bathroom if you have diarrhea. So just to be clear, what constipated is similar in other languages, but doesn't refer to the same part of the body. Disease, diarrhea. Mr. Jose, can you read number 2 and tell me if the vowels are the same, if the consonants are the same or different? Can you read number 2 for us? Jose?
Okay, yes, I'm here. Number 2. Chemist, ache.
Good. Same or different, the sound?
Chemist, ache. Chemist.
You said
ache.
it perfectly. Sounds good.
I think
you said it well. Are they the same or different?
For me, it's different.
For you, it's
and
different.
For you? No,
just the underlined letters. Just the underlined letters.
Okay.
CH.
Chemist, ache. No, the same. The
same. Right.
It's the same.
That's right.
The sound is the same.
So sometimes CH can be a sh. Here it's a k. So it is the same. Chemist. Mr. Cornell, can you do number 3 for us and tell me if the underlined letters are the same or different?
Hurt.
Good.
Allergic.
Good. Same or different? The underlined letters. Same or different? Same. I agree. Hurt, allergic. Very good. I'm going to have you repeat all these in just a minute, so pay attention to the pronunciation. Ksenia, 4.
Virus, illness, different.
Different. Virus, illness. Virus, illness. Vincenzo, 5.
Flu, muscle.
Different or the same?
Different.
Good. Flu, muscle.
Muscle.
Very good, very good. And Shinwei, number 6.
Number 6. Cough. Enough. They
Same or
are
different?
they are different.
Say them again? They sound very similar to me. Cough enough. Sounds the
Cough
same.
enough. Cough enough.
The underlined letters, O-U-G-H, are the same. Cough. Oh, maybe you're thinking of the vowel sound. All, yeah, okay, Shinwei, I agree. Yeah, you're right. All, cough, enough. Yep, I got you.
Yes.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
better than teacher.
You are, of course you are. You're not better, you're the best, Shinwei. Simply the best. Simply the best. Okay. I'm gonna
If you
call
are too, yeah, if you are too busy, I can help you to teach English on
please.
Verbal.
I need all the help I can get. Please. I'm gonna say a number and a name, and I want to make sure you got this pronunciation down. When I say your name and give you a number, I want to hear the word pair as fast as possible. Are you ready? Ready. Are you ready? Ready. I want to hear some enthusiasm. Are you ready?
Ready.
Here we go. Vincenzo, number 5. Oh, you did that. Sorry. Vincenzo, number 4.
Number 4, virus illness.
Julia, number 2.
Chemist ache.
Excellent. Danny, number 3.
Heart allergic.
Jose, number 5.
Flu muscle.
Perfect. Cornell, number 1.
Number 1,
Yep.
disease. They are who?
Ah.
Huh.
You're out. Listen, repeat.
Yeah.
Diarrhea.
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 Ooh,
Diarrhea. Okay.
wow. That was Shinue's mother. She often comes to class.
It was better.
So it looks like O-A-ya, but it's actually iya. It's a weird spelling. It's British English spelling, a little weird. Diarrhea. Iya. Okay? Diarrhea, not E.
Diarrhea.
Good. Ksenia, number 6.
Cough enough.
Ksenia, the example. The first example. First example.
Ache, pain.
Vincenzo, the second example.
Chemist ache.
Say again?
Chemist ache.
No, the second example. The different one.
Constipated.
And
stomach.
Good. Constipated stomach. Excellent. Let me see what we have time to do here. Okay, we've got time to do this. Then I want to go to a speaking activity, but we've got 2 minutes. Fill the gaps with a suitable verb. Let's test your vocabulary. Danny, number 1. Read it and fill in with a suitable verb as best you can. All of the words here are things that we've said at one point or another, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Give it a try.
1. I hit my hand on the desk and it really hurt.
Excellent. The verb is it hurts. Fantastic. Okay. Julia, number 2. Try it.
They say she died of a heart attack or heart disease.
She said she died of a heart attack.
Yes.
Probably because, yeah, you could die of heart disease, but I think heart attack.
Heart attack. Mm-hmm.
She died suddenly. Because if it was heart disease, heart attack is better because it's takes you by surprise.
Okay.
I'm having one right now. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. Number 3. Take number 3 for us. Yeah.
We had some apples that weren't ready. They Now she got a stomach. Got a stomach. She's got a stomach.
Her stomach hurts. What's that
I
word?
don't know. Give me the answer.
Help him out, class.
Stomach ache?
Stomach ache. Excellent. Say that for me, Shinwei. Stomach ache. Stomach ache.
Stomach ache.
That's it. Stomach ache. The stomach hurts. Stomach ache. Vincenzo, 4.
I've got this terrible in my neck from sleeping in the wrong position. Headache.
No, because it's your neck. I've got this terrible what in my neck?
Terrible pain.
Pain.
Pain in my neck.
Pain in my neck is absolutely right. Cornell, try number 5.
He died of
Look at the context. Never smoked.
Stomach ache.
He didn't die of a stomach ache cancer. Cornell, what do you think for number 5?
yeah,
Look
it could be true.
What do you think? Remember, it's just a guess. Look at the rest of the sentence to give you a clue.
Lung cancer.
Cornell, your
Throat.
voice
He
sounds
died of
mysteriously
He
like
died of throat cancer.
some kind of cancer. Lung
Throat.
cancer.
Throat.
Disease?
He died of throat cancer even though he never smoked a cigarette in his life.
You say throat, Shinue says lung. I would accept either. The point is, don't smoke, kids. Whatever you do, don't smoke. Okay? Ksenia, what about 6?
I went to the doctor and she gave me a
Oh, good word here.
maybe prescription.
Very good. Not recipe, like it is in Europe, but prescription.
For
Good.
some tablets.
Prescription looks like this. Very good, very good. Okay? And Vincenzo, what about 7? Pollution.
Pollution makes her breathe worse. And it's difficult for her. Makes
What's the disease, that illness that people can have? You can be born with it.
pollution, yes, it's allergic.
It's related to allergies, but it's not an allergy.
Makes
Starts with A.
It starts with an A.
me.
That's what you sound like when you have it. When you're trying to breathe, you sound like that.
Roar. Roar.
Often.
Say again?
Often.
I'll give you a little hint. You have to use one of these. Do you have these, anyone?
Yes, what is it?
You gotta breathe
Inhalation.
so that you can breathe.
Yeah.
Because I've got this thing, and let me tell you, it's a lot of fun. And the answer is, class?
Asthma.
Yes.
Asthma. Can you spell it for me?
Asthma.
Ksenia, how do you spell it?
Yes.
It's weird.
It's
the way you write it.
A-S-C-H-M-A.
That is right.
Asthma.
Asthma. That's right. Okay. Yulia, what about number 8?
Oh, number 8. There are different forms of hepatitis.
Hepatitis. Yeah.
Hepatitis. One is a more serious.
There's a lot of things you could fill in that blank. Give me your best guess. One is a more serious blank than the other.
Hepatitis?
How do we refer to things like hepatitis? What's the
Infection.
general word? Okay. Infection. Hepatitis, is that an
Virus.
infection? Virus, yeah. What is hepatitis, by the way? Is hepatitis a virus? I don't even know. Is it a virus?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay? So
Now,
infection, virus, or more generally? More generally? Yeah, yeah, say it.
Diseases?
Yes. Disease. One is a more serious disease than the other.
Disease than the other.
Okay. Danny, number 9. We're back to you.
I heard
This word is a way to refer. It's reflexive. It refers back to you.
Heard my leg.
No, you're not Danny. Danny, how do we refer back to the speaker of the sentence? I heard, referring back to you. A reflexive word.
Much?
Because this is a common expression. Yes, you could say I hurt something, like I hurt my shoulder. You could say that. But that's not the expression I'm looking for here.
I hurt much? Is possible or no?
I hurt myself, no?
Danny, your voice sounds a lot like Vincenzo. I thought I heard you say, I hurt myself. And you're right. The expression I was looking for was, I hurt myself.
I hurt myself.
And last one, Mr. Jose, number 10. My
back hurt from sitting at
give me
the
another one. We use
computer
that.
all day.
Give me another one.
Hurt is possible or no?
Yeah, give me another one. We used that already. I want a different one. Because we use that, my hand hurts in number 1.
A different one.
A synonym for hurts.
Sore.
My back is sore. You could say is sore. What else?
Okay.
What else?
Pain. Pain.
That's not a verb.
Painful.
Damage. Harm.
No. It needs to be a verb. My back aches. Correct.
Aches.
Very good. That's it. A synonym for hurts is aches. Very
Aches.
good.
Okay.
I think what we're going to do is we're going to stop here, but I'm going to come back to this in a later class because I want to give you a chance to activate it. Now, activate your vocabulary. On the rest of the slides, we got to stop. But if you want a little extra practice, you could go to slide 8 and you could write your answers, and I can correct your English if you like. Send it to me in the message window. I'll correct it and send it back. And when we come back to this topic, not today, but we're going to come back to this and we're going to get a chance to play doctor. So I think next week we're going to have a little follow-up, and you're going to have to come in sick and be diagnosed by someone in the class. So maybe in next Thursday's class we'll have a follow-up, and I'll give you a chance to really play doctor. Wouldn't that be fun? Playing doctor. Yeah. All right, let's stop for now. I'll be back in about 1 minute to start the business class. Today is our last class in the topic of project management. We're going to have an hour-long project update meeting where you're going to delegate tasks, take responsibility, control the meeting. So it's going to be good meeting practice. Tomorrow I'll be back for 2 hours from 10 to 11 GMT for learning from pictures and our short story class. We're going to be doing our discussion of last week's short story, The Life of Walter Mitty, and we'll probably be beginning a new one. Okay? See you in just a minute if you're going to be in the business class, and keep this presentation, do a little writing if you want to get some extra practice, and I'll correct it. Bye for now, everyone. See you soon.
Bye, teacher. Thank you.
Bye. And don't forget, you can follow me too. Here you go. There's my link. Okay. Bye-bye. See you soon.